Good morning. This is Morning Cup of Keith. My name is Keith Neal, your creativity coach, and I'm going to speak on the Strength Finders just a little bit more. And one of the ones I will go over is one that is specific to me, and that is the strategic strength. And so I'm going to go ahead and position myself to a better lighting here. So the strategic strength is, I'm just going to read just a section of it, not the whole thing. I highly recommend that you get this book. It's a great book for you to understand what your strengths may be. So the strategic theme enables you to sort through the clutter and find the best route. It is not a skill that can be taught. It is a distinct way of thinking, a special perspective on the world at large. So this perspective allows you to see patterns where others simply see complexity. Mindful of these patterns, you play out alternative scenarios, always asking, what if this happened? So, okay, well, what if this happened? This recurring question helps you see around the next corner. There you can evaluate accurately the potential obstacles. Guided by where you see each path leading, you start to make these selections. You disregard the paths that lead nowhere. You disregard the paths that lead straight into resistance. And you disregard the paths that lead into fog of confusion. You call and make selections until you arrive at the chosen path, your strategy. Armed with your strategy, you strike forward. This is your strategic theme at work. What if, select, and strike. So that is one of my strengths, and I'll just go over, just so you can get an idea, I'm just going to go over the names of them. So the 34 themes, ideas for action, and applying, so let's see, let me take a look at this other page here. Here we go. So I'll read these out to you because I think that they're very important to understand what the strengths are in this book. So we have the achiever, the activator, adaptability, analytical, arranger, belief, command, communication, competition, connectedness, consistency, context, deliberative, and there's another page, developer, discipline, empathy, futuristic, harmony, ideation, includer, individualization, input, intellection. I've never read that word before. Intellection, learner, maximizer, positivity, relator, responsibility, restorative, self-assurance, significance, strategic, what we went over, and woo. There's a few other ones that came up. Communication was one of them, and input was another one. And these are, the reason why I'm bringing this up is these are so important for you. is if you don't know your strengths, maybe I read those off and you go, yeah, that's me, that's me. And you can go with it. You don't have to go and pick up a book to know about it. If you know solidly what your strengths are, then that's great. But if you're struggling and maybe you're going, well, I think that is, but I'm not sure, I recommend you pick up the Strength Finder book. And maybe it's up another level by now. I don't know. I haven't really looked online. This one here is good. It works for me. And but just knowing that when I read the strategic, think about that. Is that something you are? It doesn't mean you have to. Don't think for a moment that's I gotta have that. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to do this or that. But I highly recommend you get this book, and I highly recommend you go through it, take the test, buy the book new, because then you can take the test. If you buy the book used, well, you're not going to be able to take that test. You may be able to take some other type of test, but this is the test that the creator of it, Donald Clifton, I just didn't have his name in my head, is the one that created it. I'm going to take a quick sip here, because this is morning cup. And so that's, I just think it's so important. So find out which which strengths you have, and then study them. And even if you think, oh, I know this, well, do it anyway. Study them. So whether you get the book, whether you take the test, or whether you just read the book, or whether you just go and do research on your own of each one of those things I read off, you can do that. That's fine. Book doesn't cost much. It's pretty affordable. And I just go to your favorite store and find it, or just get it new. I recommend new, and take the test. Hope that's helpful. Hope that makes sense. And yeah, so find yours, and just go when you find out which one or which ones you have, because you're going to have more than one. Then focus on one at a time. And I would love to hear about it. So share with me which ones are your strengths and which one you're focusing on right now. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you back again tomorrow.